Yo, welcome to Fast Forward Mindset Motivational Podcast. I'm your host, Coach James. This is where we rewire your thoughts, reset your mindset, and fast forward your life. No more rewinding, just discipline, motivation, and the truth you need to become unstoppable. If you're ready to elevate your mindset and take control of your future, you're in the right place. Let's go. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. So, y'all, I got a question for you. Are you loyal to weakness or are you loyal to greatness? Which one is it? I'll tell you, it cannot be both. It's got to be one or the other. If y'all didn't catch last week's episode, go check it out. It's called Keep Fighting. Giving up is not an option. Go check it out. It's a great episode. But anyways, y'all, back to my question. Are you loyal to weakness or are you loyal to greatness? I'm going to come back to that question. About 15 years ago, I got in a very bad car accident, me and my wife. We were making a left-hand turn to turn into the apartment complex that we used to live into. And as we're waiting at the light to turn left, my wife gets ready to go. The light turns yellow and she thinks that it's clear to go turn left. And so she did that. I'm still on the passenger side. She's driving. Of course, y'all hope y'all would assume that the way I explained that. But anyways, as she get ready to turn left, a car speeds up to make the red light. And as we're turning left, bam, we got T-boned. And I was on the passenger side. And this was the worst feeling that I ever felt, or the pain was so bad to where immediately I just felt it. But it kind of knocked me out for a quick couple seconds. And then when I came to my senses, I looked up and I looked over at my wife and she was slouched over, kind of like gurgling. And so immediately I'm worried about her, thinking something worse was wrong with her. And the airbag had deployed. So what I know happened after the fact is that the airbag knocked her out, is what it did when it deployed. And so that's why she was gasping for air, gurgling, because she was coming back from being knocked out. But at the point when that happened, I didn't know that. And so I started freaking out. But anyways, so y'all, I was in tremendous pain. I've been in accidents before. I've been in fender benders. I mean, I was in an accident when someone ran into the back of me. But by far, this was the worst accident I had ever been in. And so as people started to gather because they seen the accident, I started to really come to my senses and started to feel like, hey, something's wrong. And so the ambulance come, they get me out of the car, and they put me on the stretcher or whatever. But they actually had to cut me out with the jaws of life. That's really what they had to do. And after they cut me out with the jaws of life, then they put me on the stretcher. And then I really knew something was really wrong because I was in a lot of pain. And as I was in a lot of pain, I tell the paramedics, like, hey, let me go. I can walk home. I literally live up the street. I'll go get my other car, follow you guys, because they were taking my wife automatically. She was going because, like I said, she was knocked out. But anyways, though, so they're like, sir, we don't think you can walk on your own. And so I tried to get up, and sure enough, I could not walk. I was in a lot of pain. And they're like, hey, we think something's wrong with your back. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, just lay there. And so finally we get to the hospital, and, they start telling me, hey, we're going to give you an MRI, x-ray. We think you might have broken your back. We think you might need surgery. All this crazy stuff that I never expected to happen, because all we were doing was going to the store to get food to make tacos. Of all things, to make tacos, right? Who dislike tacos? So anyways, doctor comes in and was like, hey, yeah, you broke your L1, your L2, your L3. It was just the worst pain ever. I couldn't move on my own. I had to have someone assist me with everything at that point once I found out. And it was ridiculous. But I had a quiet moment to myself, and I prayed to God and was like, hey, God, if you would allow me to fully recover, to me to have full strength, to have use of all my bodily functions, I will go super hard for his working out, being physical. I mean, I was like, God, I'm going to dedicate my life to you. And the doctor came in and was like, eventually, hey, you don't need surgery. You just broke your L1, L2, L3. You're gonna be in the hospital for a couple of days. And so I got out of the hospital and I fully recovered. And so the reason why I tell you this story is because if I was loyal to weakness and I allowed that moment to keep me weak, I would still be using that excuse today saying I can't move, I can't be physical, I can't work out because the bones I broke in my back years ago is still impacting me to be my full self. But I'm not loyal to weakness. And so that's why I asked you that question in the beginning. Is your loyalty to weakness or greatness? Because if we allow ourselves to be loyal to weakness, we're going to always find excuses for ourselves. We're not going to go above and beyond because guess what? We don't have a reason to do so because we're loyal to weakness and not loyal to greatness. But I got some key words I want to talk about for as my definition to weakness, because if you're struggling today wondering are you loyal to weakness or greatness, hopefully my words, my definitions can help you make that determination today. So word number one, definition of loyalty to weakness is no purpose in life. You have no drive. You don't care about anything. You don't have a purpose. Nothing drives you. Life is what it is, and it is going to be the same way it is. You have no purpose. No, word number two, no depth, no motivation. You're not motivated to be great. You're not motivated to anything. You have no motivation to do anything to be better, for self-improvement, for career growth, for a better lifestyle for the future. You have no motivation. And last but not least, you don't have any goals set for yourself. You don't care if in 2 years you're in the same position you're in today at work. You don't care if in 2 years from now you sit in the same spot on your couch that you've been sitting in. You have no goals set for yourself to find a way to be great. So y'all, those are my 3 words that I would use as my definition of someone who is loyal to weakness. Your loyalty lies with weakness if those 3 things fit you, right? People say all the time, if the shoe fits, wear it. If those shoes fit you, no purpose, no motivation, no goal set, then more than likely you are loyal to weakness. But the good thing about that is that I'm going to give you a strategy today to talk about how you can be loyal to greatness. Because at some point, a lot of us, when we get older and we start to mature, we want to be loyal to greatness. We want to have nice things in life. We want to have a nicer car. I want to buy a house. We want to have a thriving career. We want to make more money, right? And so in order for that to happen, you have to be loyal to greatness. You have to find a way to be great. And I got some key words for y'all for what is a definition of being loyal to greatness. Number 1, you are setting and you are achieving goals. You set goals for yourself in the morning, and by the afternoon, you achieve them. You set goals for yourself, and in 24 months from now, you achieve those goals. That's my definition of one word that you're loyal to greatness. Number 2, you have a lot of self-discipline. I just posted something on my social media the other day. And if you don't have my social media, go follow me on IG. It's James Watkins at 40 and Fit Life Coach. Go follow me because I post a lot of motivational stuff on my page. But I posted that if you don't have motivation, you must have discipline. I recorded me on the basketball court, just dribbling the ball, just saying some days I feel like I still got it at my age. I'm 47 years old, right? But that video was a motivational video that talks about self-discipline. And it says that if you don't have motivation, you must have self-discipline, because discipline is going to get you to greatness when you have no motivation. So number 2 was self-discipline. Number 3, living out your purpose. Everybody has a purpose. There is no way anyone can look at me in my face and tell me, Coach James, I wasn't built to have a purpose. Everybody in this life has a purpose. Now, whether you achieved that purpose yet, whether you know that purpose or discovered that purpose is a whole different story. But I'll tell y'all, my purpose is this podcast. I've learned that my purpose is teaching people how to live a happy and healthy lifestyle and teaching them about self-discipline, teaching them about motivation, helping them achieve the goals in their life that they never thought they would be able to achieve. I do that through my podcast, through private coaching, right? Through fitness. This is what I do. And so I found out that my purpose is serving people and being a value and adding value to their life, right? Uh, and I'm loyal to greatness. I want to be great for not just myself, but for people. I would love for someone, which people tell me all the time, how I have changed their life. I would love to be able to impact folks' lives for them to be able to find a way to live happy and healthy. That's my purpose. I love that. And so I have to ask you again, based on all the information I shared with you today, does your loyalty lie with weakness or does your loyalty lies with greatness? That's a question for you to answer and not me. I can give you the water, but I can't make you drink it. But as I said in my definitions, if you're loyal to greatness, number one, you're setting and achieving goals. Number two, you have self-discipline in your life. And number three, you're living out your purpose. Thank y'all for listening to today's episode. I really appreciate it. If you have not followed the podcast, make sure you hit the follow button. When a brand new one drops, you'll get the alert. Do not forget to go check out my website. It's www.rewirethewayouthink.com. If you are interested in my coaching, if you go to that website, you can click on a link that'll take you right to a page to submit a request for me to reach out to you so we can discuss whatever it is you want me to help you achieve. I got about 10 to 15 different selections on there, whether you want weight loss, whether you want mindset training, motivational coach, whatever you need, I can offer my expertise to you. But you got to go to my website, click on that link, and select what you want to talk about. Or you can have different selections, okay? Like I said earlier, if you have not followed me on IG, go follow me on IG. If you're struggling today with thoughts of suicide, thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else, please don't hesitate to call the Suicide Prevention Hotline. As I always say, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think. And always practice daily mindset rehabilitation. And that's my 2 cents on it, y'all. Peace. Thank y'all for listening to today's episode. And remember, don't rewind your life, fast forward it. Until next time, keep moving forward. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think. All right, y'all. Peace.